Hey guys, Cherokee, I'm back in another video, and today we're going to be talking about Smackdown, which I will say this is I wasn't feeling it. It was not, I don't know, I don't think it matched the vibe of Smackdown after SummerSlam. I mean, with everything that happened, especially like the fact that they dropped the ball for a few things. I wasn't feeling it. Now, John Cena though, A+, 5 out of 10. I'm at 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 because now John is back being the man that a lot of people fell in love with. I was here for a heel run, but seeing the execution, it made me think, you know what, maybe the grass is not greener on the other side. I'm happy he's back. I'm happy that now, I don't know, like I feel as if them deciding to take that type of route on John Cena's retirement tour was bad, period. I don't think everybody was able to enjoy it to the fullest extent, and now they're just back to doing what people loved. Perfect way to have his retirement tour, because I don't think anybody wanted him to retire as a heel, especially not the heel that he was giving, which is not his fault. Not on him. Now, he of course called out Brock Lesnar, which to me, I'm quite surprised they're not going forward with that storyline as soon as possible. But it is what it's fine. But I mean, like, now that I know that because Logan decided, you know what, you give a match to everybody, what I mean, and John says yes. And since the nostalgia act is kind of, you know, sometimes there's people that can be included into that, and they don't have to be a part of John's past. They need to stop playing these games. Stop playing these games, please. Stop playing these games and let Carmelo versus John Cena happen. I need that to happen, okay? I don't care what none of y'all gotta say. John Cena versus Dominic Mysterio. Like, let's enjoy what we have. Enjoy the time we have left. Don't do the same things over and over again to the point, because not everything needs to be done again. Not every past needs to be relooked. So please, let's move on. Like, I hate the fact that Logan Paul is the one who's gonna get that bring us out of the nostalgia act, really. With the tag teams, I am blown away. Motor City loses to the MFTs, which, who's really surprised? They got them big men. Like, who's surprised? Like, I will say this, since Roman has left SmackDown, Solo has taken that spot. Even when there is a WWE champion, he's taken that spot as head of SmackDown, and you cannot take that away from Solo Sikoa. I mean, sure, he took a loss on Friday to Sami Zayn, but that was Sami Zayn and it was a roll-up. You know, the man was distracted. Do not think that our United States champion is going to be on the down. Like, our United States champion knows how to recover. He knows how to take advantage of every opportunity that he gets. And that is what makes, I feel like that's what makes Solo adaptable. I think at the beginning with all this bloodline stuff, there may have been just a hint of wonder, how would Solo go forward without the bloodline. And even though technically this is considered a bloodline, like, kind of, sort of, I still think that he's made his own character, and he's shown that he is able to go against anybody and stay relevant with his character work. I don't know, like, I feel as though people miss that because it's Solo, but y'all need to stop sleeping on Solo. Stop sleeping on Solo. Stop sleeping on Solo. He got it. Now, back to the tag team division. Motor City lost to the MFTs, and not only that, but as I told you guys on my SummerSlam kind of review talk, whatever you will call it, I think the Street Profits need to separate, because they're not getting the room that they had as the room that they was having now before, like, as tag team champions, and they had to wait for too long to be tag team champions. Now they are not. Go back to the drawing board. That's just how I'm feeling, because those men are so freaking talented. Why are we playing games with them? Why are we playing games with their time? And I understand I don't understand Jack. I don't understand Jack, because they keep replaying the same matches over and again. Like, there's nothing wrong. Like, invest in different superstars, especially when you have the people that are main event talent, they are WWE champion talent, they are face of company talent. Like, let's do that. Stop playing games. DIY though, they give tag team, and it seems like that's what their realm, and I enjoy that of them. I can't lie. DIY versus Street Profits gets me going. It truly gets me going. But I do not see the Wyatt staying out of that next week. So that's going to be interesting to see. What I would love to talk about next, though, is Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. They had a little face-to-face, of course, since Tiffany beat her at SummerSlam cleanly, I might add. And, of course, Jade Cargill is not, she said, all right, next time, gonna be different. Tiffany said, not really. It is what it is. I think it would be interesting to have Jade as our champion, but now since she lost at SummerSlam, and not only did she lose, she lost cleanly. I do want to see when, like, I want to know the timetables of when Bianca could possibly return, because if it's very soon, if it's in the near future, I would really love her to be the one to dethrone Tiffany, because Tiffy time and Bianca know how to. I think Bianca has the makings of a ring general, because the way that she pulls stuff out of Tiffany Stratton, I'm just here for it. Like, Bianca being champion, I think that also sets up for what I talked about beforehand. When they go champion against champion, have Naomi versus Bianca for the first time. That right there, I don't even know if y'all get how fire that match will be and can be. I need that sooner rather than later. Like, I've seen enough. I know enough of this woman's skills. I know these women could do fire, like make magic. So that's what I would love to see. But I'm also not counting Jade out. I think there is a possibility of them having a rematch. I have no idea how that rematch will go. I just be honest. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Kiana James and Julia pulled up on Jade, and Kiana gave her card. Now, Jade was not really taking that card. Instead, Michin did. So, we'll possibly see Michin back into the U.S. Championship picture. Hopefully, she actually gets that title, because she should have got it before when Chelsea Green was champion. Now, speaking of Chelsea Green, of course, butts herself into everybody else's business. Wow. Alexa and Charlotte was celebrating. Of course, she intervened. And those women are most definitely friends. I don't care what they say. They are friends. As Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, they are friends. I love the duo. Don't get me wrong. And, like, I truly do not want to see these women, like, a betrayal. I don't want to see any of that. I hope they just have a good understanding and just separate, because they both are single stars. I want to see that. I don't want to see anything other than them respectfully separating. Now, Miss Charlotte Flair does not take disrespect lightly. So we had ourselves a match, and of course, our tag team champions came out on top. I ain't gonna lie. When I saw Truth and John have their little mirror moment, I enjoyed it, because I think it just showed how much I think that John respects Ron, because I don't know, I feel as though a lot of stars would have not, a lot of superstars, a lot of people on John's, has so much recognition, has so much, they call him the GOAT. I don't know if they would feed into the fact that, we are like the same. We're like the same. I don't know if they would have did that. And John always gives him his moments. I do not. This will give me a ramble. Like, I feel as though next Thursday I want to have a ramble on this topic, because I'm very disappointed in how they handled the Ron killing situation, because they really had something there. But now what? Since John's back, R-Truth is back. Why? Just because John is the one who started this change in him does not mean that John is the catalyst for that change. No, it wasn't. It was the fact that he put out, like, it was where kayfabe met real life, and the crowd was so into it. It's literally like they just snuffed out the flames of that storyline. So of course I popped when the moment happened. How could you not? How could you not pop when that moment happened? But of course, in my mind, in my head, I'm like, oh, so pinning Aleister Black, cutting off your locks in front of everybody was for people that treat like it was like a lapse of judgment, like a thing that just happened without having meaning. Like, there was meaning to it, and it is what it is. Melo and Miz, they back again. Miz, of course, made sure that Melo could not get any further in his career and decided, hey, let's get a tag team match. See that butter raw. But in all seriousness, I see this as an opportunity. Of course, the Miz is being very self-centered and saying, why wasn't I in these positions? Why would I? And Melo was like, wait, we're talking about me, not you. So, of course, I see Melo versus Miz, and honestly, Melo, the Miz is really still the Miz. He's still the Miz, and that really could, help Melo grow even more, and even like show the whole world, show everybody that Melo is him. Melo can be a face, Melo can be the face, Melo can be the champion if given the opportunity. So I am excited to see how this goes. I hope they don't drop the ball on this one, because as a lot of y'all may know or have seen, literally We Want Melo was trending for at least 48 hours. And that's not something that just happened. That's not a whim. That's something that's been building up, because people know how talented Carmelo Hayes is, and everybody wants WWE to pass him the ball because he has it. I hope this sets up everything, and they finally start treating him like his peers, putting him in situations where he's able to gain accolades instead of, I'm not going to talk about the change. I'm not going to talk about the change. I'm not going to do it. I ain't gonna do it. It was in my head. I wanted to, but I ain't gonna do that. The tag team match they had at the end of the night with John Cena and Cody Rhodes, which that was nice. It was nice. Versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Of course, it was a good match, and it ended up in a DQ because Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre. What else is there to say? But at the end of that, we had a little moment with Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes where Drew claimed the mess out of Cody Rhodes and to pick up the title. Now, that's probably going to be our title match for Clash in Paris. I will say that the fact that we always have Drew McIntyre in title shots and then never getting it or getting screwed out of it, it's like, why put him in these situations? Like, I know we can depend on Drew McIntyre. I know it, but, Drew FC, I know y'all tired. I know y'all are tired. Like, I get it. He was world champion after WrestleMania 40, but it didn't last that long. And he had moments. He's had, of course, cream rises to the top. So I think Drew has always been able to take whatever situation he's in and excel at it, but maybe he wins. I don't know. But y'all let me know how y'all felt about SmackDown. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.